Hey, how you doing? My name's Chance Paul Freeman. I am the creator and founder of Chancellor's Music Blog. Before I get started, I just kind of wanted to say, when I first started making the blog, I was kind of just looking at it as regular homework. But as I kind of got into the real meat of the project and started to learn WordPress and kind of learn how blogs work and kind of get really creative with what I wanted to write about and the posts that I made, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed kind of sharing my personal stories and my skills, and I'm actually really excited to see where this goes. And so real quick, I just wanted to tell you guys real quick about my market and kind of where I plan to go moving forward. So my target market is starting with fans of music, but more of creators of music, people who play instruments and use software and producing software such as Ableton and FL Studio, and people who are mainly just looking to make music and who are big fans of music as well. My target market is between the ages of 16 and 24, so it's kind of the early stages of musicians and kind of when they're just getting started. I want to be able to inspire and motivate the next generation of music creators. Our target market is typically going to be a fan of the music charts as well. So they're going to be fans of Post Malone, Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, Juice WRLD, Lil Uzi Vert. Just kind of whoever's kind of relevant right now, they're going to be fans of. Kind of real quick, gonna go into competitors. I'm gonna kind of move a little fast here. I have Brooklyn Vegan, Hypebot, and Pitchfork. So Brooklyn Vegan is more of a new music. They put on a lot of different new music artists and new music performances as well. Hypebot is a blog that focuses on FL Studio and Ableton and producing of music and kind of people who are interested in that. And Pitchfork is kind of more music news and music, kind of what's going on in music right now, just kind of keeping everyone up in music. But the biggest competitors kind of lack one glaring thing that they do lack is they don't talk about, they're not very personal. They do not talk about personal experiences and the growth of that a musician goes through when they're first starting out. I am personally 24 years old, so I've kind of had a lot of growing pains. I've played guitar now for about 10 years. I've performed for about 6. So far, I've performed in front of about 2,000 people so far. Hopefully that number's going to get a lot bigger here really soon. But so I do have experience, and I have experienced growing pains, and I have used a lot of music instruments and producing equipment, and I have a lot of experience with music equipment and the music industry in general, while still being young enough to be able to connect to my demographic. So, real quick, this is my blog. So, my blog has, hopefully this isn't too big of a deal, but I have 5 pages instead of 4. So I have a home page right here. I really like the picture that I use for the backdrop, just because if that doesn't get you excited, a stage with probably 1,500 people there, the blog probably isn't for you. But so first, my blog feed right here, kind of showing you what my blog's kind of about. I have a story about my first gig. It's how to play a 6-chord on guitar. I have a lot of kind of just music related content, all my posts. Go to my frequently asked questions page. Just kind of goes through questions that I've heard a lot from my peers and people younger than me that have ask me questions about the music industry. I have a gallery that kind of goes through just me being a musician. I have some of me when I was really young. That's the first concert I ever played at, right there, if you can't see my mouse. And then just kind of going on and showing kind of some of the fun stuff I've done since I've been a musician. And then here is my About Me page. I really like how I set it up right here. I kind of put some extra socials. I have my socials up here as well on the top left corner, but I also kind of added a few more spots for my socials. I'm hoping to add a few more socials on there as well, but I got my main ones. And then, of course, there's my About Me video. So I'm going to go back into my back office real quick and set this down. So I had all the posts set up, and I've kind of been playing with the blog here and there, but I haven't fully launched the blog until December 7th, which I believe was yesterday. So far we've only had a few people kind of reach out. I've had a single view both days. So far we're starting from ground zero, but I'm really excited because there's a lot of potential to grow here. The first way that I plan on to grow is by word of mouth through social media. I work as an Instagram growth account manager, and I have a lot of connections through my job that I can use to promote my blog. I also promoted my blog for the first time today on my personal Instagram. It's going to reach about 2,600 people, and almost all of those people were targeted for growth, and through my personal growth to be musicians and my age demographic as well. And so that's really exciting. It's going to be exciting to see how far we go with it. And once the next step of the plan is to reach out to music companies. So companies like Fender, Gibson, Marshall, FL Studio, Ableton. There's a lot of companies who make sound packs for FL Studio for production and stuff like that. And the next step is to just reach out to them and get them to sponsor our blog. We're going to have a large audience of a younger demographics that are going to be looking for equipment to use so they can make their own music. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited to see how far we can take it. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for listening to my presentation.